Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Freelo podcast. I'm your host, Kozlix Kolbereskin, and I am here with the other two hosts or co-hosts, Sahil and Mind of Karma. Today, we got a lot of interesting topics to talk about. We got Brawlhalla politics. Who is experienced and why is he so good at this game? We got the Summer Champs player tier list. So basically, we're going to be ranking our bets on like the S tier, the people who are probably going to win the tournament, or like the A tiers who like are underdogs and whatnot. We're just going to be ranking players to look out for and whatnot for Summer Champs. And then lastly, you're going to want to stay tuned for this. We are going to get the full story of the Mind of Karma ban. If you don't know, he is banned from Brawlhalla. Bro, you're literally the Doctor Disrespect to Brawlhalla at this point, straight up.
Dude,
And by
you
the
menace the
way,
brawl at this point.
another notable figure we just found out is also banned, so we're going to be talking about that kind of crazy stuff. If you enjoy this podcast, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, comment down below. Either comment down below people you want to see on the podcast next week, so he'll be gone, so we're definitely going to be getting some type of guest. And then also topics to talk about. This first Brawlhalla topic, so the Brawlhalla politics, I'm going to be showing the comment on screen when talking about it, but it's from a comment on the last video. So if you got something you want us to talk about, make sure you comment it down below and maybe you'll be featured on a future podcast. So I guess without further ado, let's just get right into this first topic. So this guy, Spoder Brawlhalla, Spooder Brawlhalla,
Spoder.
he
Spoder.
commented,
Dude, it's 1-0. It's Spoder.
Spoder? Yeah, Spoder. Okay, Spoder Brawlhalla commented, I definitely think talking about Brawlhalla politics when it comes to the Nsig server and others like it, and how Elo basically equals the social status of a person. So, a lot of people watching are probably just fans of mine and who aren't actually in the Brawlhalla community, but there's a server called Nsig. Karma, do you want to explain Nsig? You might be able to have a better explanation
So
than me.
Nsig, I'll TLDR it for you. It started out as like a brawl community, I believe, but honestly, Nsig to everyone is the place where you go and you talk your shit. If you got something on your mind, or if you don't like someone, you go to Nsig about it. Nsig's kind of like the go-to place for that. If you want to hear about drama, you
Yeah.
join the Nsig server. This is not an ad, but if you want to hear what's going on in the brawl community and any drama, you go to Nsig like instantly.
So just to be clear, like I don't know about Nsig either. So what? You just join a voice channel and like a lot of people, they just talk crap, play ball, talk about
No.
stuff, like
Just general. You just post,
Let
like,
me-
you look in general and pretty much, yeah.
Let me just like it
Oh.
originated.
Yeah.
So the owners of Nsig, I can't remember exactly, but it's owned by like I think Sandwick, Days, maybe like Remy, whatnot. They created a Brawlhalla community, and tons of their friends started texting and whatnot in it, and then they made this big public thing. They're hosting community tournaments, and by the way, their community tournaments are run really well. And like the people behind Nsig, there are good people. Okay, the community does have some good people, and the server's good for the most part. But yeah, it definitely gets into drama when things happen. So that's kind of where the politics and social status. I'm not too familiar with the social status. I'm also extremely biased. So like, obviously, I'm a pro player, so. I'm not gonna notice when some people are talked down to as much. I guess Karma, you've been in that server a bit more. But one thing with that server in particular is, yeah, when drama happens, they go hard on you. Any drama I've been in, any drama anyone has been in, you've been talked about in the N6 server.
Well, I'll tell you this is not the main point of that server wasn't originally that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know Sandwick, I know Contrast.
Yeah, they're
like
cool people.
how I've seen them on social media. They're like probably one of the coolest people in the community.
For sure,
right?
agreed.
And I guess what happened is just like their server one day just turned into that, and
There's just so many people in it, so they're constantly talking. Like every single minute, there's a new message.
I think what's interesting, what's cool about their server is there's really not much of a bias in a sense where if someone could go in there and talk, like it I don't know, it's just the middle ground for everyone to just debate and such. Like I feel like at first it was definitely a debate thing where people would go and maybe talk about balance or anything like that, and then I guess drama just carried
I
over
don't
to
know.
it.
Yeah, it's like drama, memes, friends. It's just a mix of everything. There's so many people, and it's just a hub of like parts of the community or the top of the community in terms of like semi-pros and ranking others, if you're familiar with that terminology.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know especially what I was also gonna say about Nsig is I left Nsig. I left it, I think, what, like 2, 3 months ago, maybe more now. Um, when I'm involved in drama and whatnot, like I have an unhealthy trait, and I'm gonna admit it, of searching my name on social media and just seeing what people
Oh
say.
yeah. Oh no, no, no.
Oh,
I've seen that so much. Dude, no, you really need to stop doing
I
that.
don't do that
It's
as
like
much anymore. That's why I left those servers.
I mean, that's your
Like,
job as a
you
content
still do
no,
it,
yeah,
bro.
I
Yeah,
like
but not
listening to
like.
comments, and there's so many good comments. I effing love you guys to death, right?
But
Like
you
I
don't
would not
understand
be doing this if I didn't love you guys. But
when
yeah, it
another
can get
thing. Yeah,
unhealthy.
yeah, when there's drama going on, I see this guy scrolling through Twitter, reading every comment. Not every comment, but you get the idea. He basically,
Yeah,
it's
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 rough.
not healthy.
I block
Yeah.
people. I just don't want to see, like, if some guy's just gonna hate on me who doesn't know me. Like, if you don't know me, like, how low is it to just hate on me and whatnot? Anyways, on the N6 server, there are going to be some semi-pros or some pros who either don't like me or disagree with me, and it wasn't a toxic community, but it was toxic towards the people involved in that drama at the time. And I'm not a controversial player. I've never done anything that's actually serious. It's just more people critiquing certain things I do. And I think it's going to happen to everyone. Nobody's
not just you,
perfect.
but in general as well. Like,
Yeah,
I think a
I'm
lot of
biased
people get in
towards me because
trouble.
I only search
Yeah.
my own name, right? But there's
Yeah.
so much things are constantly going on. Whenever one person messages about something, it's going to be said in NSYG. And like when you're involved, it's just kind of like it's not a toxic community, but it's more of a toxic environment.
What's really cool, or not cool, but like what's really interesting that Spoder, I don't know how to say the name, but I'll just say Spoder,
We're
right?
calling him a spoder.
Just for that sake.
Yeah.
What really stood out was in how Elo basically equals the social status of a person.
I want to
That
talk
right
about that.
there is spot on. All right,
Yeah, it's
dude.
fair.
If you're a gold, you got nothing. You got nothing
Yeah.
in NSYNC, right?
Because they're
But if
just
you're
gonna say
like,
you're a gold. You don't have an opinion.
dude,
Like,
that's actually
Yeah.
really funny.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Like
The
someone
amount
just
of
said
Straight
that,
up.
and you're
oh
just
my
like, wait, hold on.
Sal is
the
tilted
amount of
because.
arguments. No, 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 no. Hear me out. The amount of arguments me and Cole have that end in him saying, "You're Platt, shut the fuck up."
He's not wrong.
You
You're
wouldn't
fine,
be
you're
surprised,
trash.
but
The-
the
Yeah.
point. Okay, but that's not the
No,
point.
no,
The
no.
point is that like most of the brawl community, right, is in that gold plat area. So if I make a comment about it, it might not be true to you. It's just a thing that like that's true about like my range of elo, and I completely agree. If I say something like I don't know, gauntlets are broken, like
That's why I say you're a plat.
they are.
I mean,
Listen,
they
listen,
could
they
be
are.
broken
But
in gold and plat, but
Your
not
I know,
opinion
but
that they're
exactly.
broken
That's what I'm saying.
isn't
So
based
I'm not
off
saying.
anything credible is the thing, unless you're
Yeah,
looking at
okay.
other people's opinions. It's like weird.
Let
Yeah.
me use a different example. So let me say, what's like a weapon that's not broken? A cannon, sure. Let's just say if I say
It's pretty
cannon's
good.
broken.
Wait.
No, listen. It's an example. It's an example. If I say cannon's broken, you would say you're wrong. And then why would you? Well, I say Karma's 2200. Cole, you're like pro.
Yeah, I can
At
get.
your level, everybody plays
2850.
like every weapon at. Shut up. Everybody plays every weapon like at their best. Like that's as high as it gets. And at that level, yeah, certain weapons can be broken and all that. But someone who's a gold, I'm not a gold. I'm not that bad. I'm not that down bad, thankfully. But someone
You're
who
saying
is a
golds are
gold,
down bad? Ooh, about to get canceled. Golds. Well, watch out for the gold
but
players in the comments.
if someone maybe
Goldust.
like at around that skill level, a weapon can be abused because a lot of things that go into it. The point
Lance.
is, just
Yeah.
because they think that it's broken at their elo and them expressing it, people just say you're gold, it doesn't matter. And I think that's disrespectful. I don't think it's disrespectful, it's just that people should not just dismiss it. People can literally just say, okay, yeah, it might be broken at gold, but it's not broken at this level. They can just say that, but people just go, you're gold, shut up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Here's the problem with your argument, Sal. This is where small debate's going to come in because I disagree.
Sure.
The problem
Okay.
is there's too many players who will go to Nsig who are gold or plat or even low diamond saying
Okay.
opinion on balance. An opinion on balance and the state of Brawlhalla in terms of enjoyability of the game at a lower level are two completely different things. Just because Lance is super goddamn annoying and so is Taros, and I have seen Taroses in Diamond that don't know how to hit Sidelight Nair on Axe True, I swear to God. Karma, you used to not know how to hit that combo true and you were Diamond. But that's what I'm trying to say is
Don't
like
tell me
just
that.
because some ranked Nether and Plat thinks that like Taros is broken, like okay, you need to say that argument properly. Like you can't just go into NSYNC and say it's broken because then that implies that it's actually better than everything else. You need to say in your argument, Taros is not fun to play against, and there's too many of them at a low level. That's all. But if
I
you
think what we're
just say
trying to
you're
yeah.
broken, you're
Okay.
gonna look really stupid. Because that is
Okay, yeah,
essentially
that's fair.
going
Yeah, yeah,
I
up
yeah.
to
think
like imagine
all
you go to here, give me one sec. Imagine going up to an NBA player and being and just like giving them tips on what's good. Like Sal, you're good at basketball, don't get me wrong, but imagine you talking to I don't know, who's like a top 15, top 20 player in the league. I don't know.
Let's just say LeBron. Let's just say LeBron.
Let's just say LeBron right now. He probably isn't. He's probably really much higher, but still,
Okay.
let's just say LeBron. Whatever. If you went up to LeBron and you said, "Yo, you should like use your hand a bit more on your free throws or whatever," like something like that, he's gonna be like, "What?"
but
Like
that's a bad
you're
example though,
I agree.
because
No, I agree.
people in
That is a bad
NSIG,
example.
no, because the people in NSIG, they're not going there just to talk to pros. They're talking to the community,
Exactly.
Yeah, but
right?
pros
And
Exactly.
happen
they're
to
not.
be
Okay,
there.
listen.
Pros are
If
running
I went
it.
to you and I was just like, yeah, Lance is broken, right?
Hmm.
You're a pro, you would know more in that sense,
Yeah, I'd
right?
say you're
If I'm
done.
going to a group chat and saying, yeah, Lance is broken, dude, there's pros out there that'll literally like ride every single opinion and like
Oh
shell
yeah, for
people
sure.
because of their opinion. That's why everyone's so scared to put out a tier list that they actually believe in.
Oh,
Dude,
I
Yeah.
believe
every
in my
single
tier
tier
list. They
list on
just
Twitter
change.
is bandwagon. Every single tier list on Twitter is bandwagon of what other
Okay.
pros say because they're afraid of being judged, thinking their tier list
Nick, there's a
is good.
That's
there's a
fact.
better
That's
word for
fact.
bandwagon. It's called meta. There's so many things that are
I think.
underlyingly good in Brawlhalla that are just undeveloped because people just won't give it a shot. Like I think
No, dude,
Orb is
listen, if
S
you put
tier, but
Greatsword
like
in a certain spot, Hardy
Great
will
sword.
trash
Exact.
you. I love you, Hardy. But
That.
Hardy will trash you on Twitter. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's
Okay, that's
fine.
what I'm
It gets
trying to get at.
conversation. I don't think
That's
pros are actually
that's a
scared of
perfect
doing
example.
that. Pros would
Yeah, but
not.
don't if it's a gold, just ignore it. If it's a gold
No,
and you have
I
another opinion, like relax.
no, I
It's a
know.
gold.
But like
You
that
know,
kind of goes
like
back with the NSIG. Like there is a social status. It depends on the conversation. If
yeah,
you're
there's a social
talking
no, there no, not no, not I think what this guy's talking about in the comment is
in
literally
general,
in general, yes, I know exactly what Spoder is talking about.
yeah.
Not
For sure.
talking about when talking about balance. I'm talking about in general. Your social status is your elo.
I don't think social status is not necessarily elo. I think it's more about how long or how often you're in the community. If some guy is talking a crap ton and he is always in that Discord, he might hold a greater opinion than someone who's new that is a better elo. But it's also common that the people who are higher elo are going to be the ones who are in that server more because they're surrounding themselves by this community that are semi pros and whatnot. So I think there's a correlation, but I don't think elo is a necessary causation, if that makes sense.
It's a
I
big factor.
Yeah,
I'll
for
tell you that.
sure.
It's a
Elo is
huge
definitely a
factor.
huge factor. Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
either you either have elo or like people care a lot about Twitter clout as well and like
Yeah, well, that's
YouTube
more like
it's
how
just
long you've been in the
Which is
community.
dumb.
It's how much clout you
it's pretty
have.
stupid, honestly.
Yeah.
But like I don't
It's
know.
stupid, but
That's
it's
what
the world
Nsig's
we're
really.
in.
I mean, not Nsig's based off of it, but it's kind of turned to that. But I mean, I'll tell you this: is
I haven't been there in a
there are
couple
negatives to
months.
Nsig, but it's still a good tool to have in a sense where to keep in. If you want an opinion from like a conglomerate, go to Nsig,
Hmm.
right? I mean, yeah, people get a little out of hand at Nsig, but it's still a good tool to have. You can go and you know So
Yeah, it's a
that's
good.
my opinion
If
on
you
it.
want to talk to
But
semi-pros, if you want to play people who are better, maybe make some friends. Nsig is a great community for that. It just happens that there's so many people in it that when something happens, they're the
yeah,
ones who are going to find out first, and they're going to talk about it in Nsig first. So you
Yeah, I
get
mean,
the
it's just
best of
it's
both
real.
worlds.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
It's natural.
yeah, it's not
yeah, no, no,
nothing
no. It's like you'll
crazy.
go
I'll
in
tell
and
you,
make a
NC
couple
has dumbed
friends.
down.
It's what,
Oh, bro,
Nick?
I
dumb
said
down. He said.
it's dumbed down a little
Oh,
bit.
okay.
It's not too toxic anymore. Like
Yeah, I haven't been
I
there in
think,
months. It was just when the special case stuff was happening. You guys might know what I'm talking about. You guys might not know, but there was essentially a Brawlhalla mod that was allowed to be used in tournament by pros, but it wasn't really made to the public very quickly. And when it was made to the public, it was just a huge debate. I was one of the ones using the mod publicly. Obviously, I'm not banned from the game, and obviously others who used it like Wrenched and Sandstorm and probably Boomy, I don't know for sure. They're not banned from the game because it was allowed, but there was a ton of debate at that time. And I was streaming using that mod, so a lot of people targeted me first, despite me not obviously being the only one using it.
Okay,
And
that
yeah.
and that like some random people tweeted about it too,
Well, yeah, that's yeah, that
which
comes
is
with
like,
anything. They
yeah.
do it for clout. They just want to hop on a hate train and they'll get likes, and they bond over hating someone they don't know. I think hating, by the way, hating somebody you don't know is one of the stupidest things. Like when you see somebody like Jake Paul or Logan Paul or someone who really made a bad, dumb mistake, you can condemn them, be like, this is not okay. But
Yeah.
hating
But saying that you
someone,
hate them, yeah, I agree.
getting blocked by somebody on Twitter is a hard thing to do with these big creators. Like, I get if someone's just doing it to troll, then you might not actually hate that person. But if you genuinely hate any creator in the world and you've never met them in person and they haven't done something that actually gets them, cancelable, like, you're not helping any situation. I don't know. There's
And
obviously, there's times where hate is not necessary. It's like necessary, but like a small amount. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like there are
yeah, like
exceptions, but yeah.
Cole, me and you talked about this, like how when like even I have some people blocked on Twitter. That doesn't mean I hate you. I don't think I hate anybody on Twitter or anything like that. That just means I don't want to see your content. And
Yeah.
again, Cole said this before that like just because I blocked you doesn't mean I hate you. Doesn't mean I have a personal problem.
People
with you.
think being blocked
That's
on Twitter is like a
dude,
personal
people
attack.
take
especially
blocking. Dude, you should be talking to me about being blocked. I'm the one that
Oh.
blocked like
No, yeah.
50
So
people.
if you guys don't,
dude.
yeah, finish your
When,
point.
when
I'll
Sal.
like a
take.
pro
Yeah,
player, just let me finish.
yeah,
When, like
yeah.
a pro player, especially you,
Mhm.
Cole, or like any pro player, at this point, honestly, I've seen like just random people block random people, and they post it on their timeline. They
Yeah,
post it,
yeah,
like,
yeah. They'll pin it,
question mark,
bro.
question mark, question mark.
There's this
They'll
one
pin it and
person
they're
in the
like,
community that like had me in their bio, like, oh, Kozlik's blocked me. This is the date. Like,
which
Yeah.
like
that's so damn bad, bro.
It's
I don't
really
understand it.
cringe.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't mean like honestly, like if someone blocks you, that doesn't mean they hate you. That doesn't mean, for the most part, or at least I don't, and I think I can speak for Cole as well. We don't hate you, don't have a personal grudge against you. Just don't want to see your stuff.
Yeah,
That's literally
I'll
it.
only
And
block people for like one of two reasons. One is because I saw you hating me, that was unnecessary, I'll block you. Or two, there's just something I didn't just want to see, and like I didn't want you seeing my stuff, so I blocked you. And sometimes they're accidental blocks. Like some people will hop on a bandwagon and not notice that they're actually making a mistake. There's so many times someone who I've known in the community makes a tweet like saying like, "Oh, this is not okay," but then I'll like DM them more details and then they delete the tweet. And it's happened like so many times
I
now.
feel like when people use Twitter, I'll tell you this. I'm about to go off actually.
Mhm.
All right, dude.
Okay, go off.
I use the block function. Call it tech.
Yeah,
All right.
the
I
block
call
block
it tech.
tech.
It's really
block
good.
deck. I like that.
Is yeah, I know, right? So I use
Trademark.
that more as like because I blocked like 50 people and like
Same.
I'll tell you this on Twitter, negativity projects a lot more than anything else.
Oh,
right?
agreed.
Dude, I blocked 50 people, just 50. That's it. And they made it seem like I blocked like the entire freaking community or something.
Oh
and I'm
yeah, it's
like,
just a small group at
relax,
that
it's
time,
50
but it
people.
looked like a lot of
But what
people.
was really weird
That's a
about
lot,
it
though.
was
No, it's
every
not.
single person, like most people I blocked were like, yo, like tweeting it and like yo, look who I got blocked by. And honestly, it was kind of humbling. It was pretty funny.
Hey, it
Like,
makes you
wow,
look
they're
like you're
tweeting
I
me
don't
famous.
out.
understand
I
that. I
blocked
don't
them. That's
understand
pretty
that.
good.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
But yeah, Sal,
And
the more that know you in the community, the more you're gonna have to block, and
yeah,
like
But
it's just the way that things are.
I don't know.
but
I
here's
get
the
that
thing:
point.
is
I don't understand the
Twitter
flex.
Twitter users are. I'll tell you this is. I don't know why there's this thing where when people go on Twitter, they just tend to be really dumb. Like when someone sees something on Twitter, right? They instantly are like, "Oh, that's true. That actually happened. Let me tweet about it because
Yeah,
this guy says it's true."
they ride
Like they don't fact
bandwagons
check.
way too quickly and don't
It's
fact check.
not
They,
just
It's the
they
exact same when
bandwagons.
it's false.
It's not knowing how to check your sources. Like, dude, I could literally tweet out right now. Uh, uh,
you could cancel someone without any proof. Somebody will
Dude, I
believe
could
you, and
literally,
then
Cole, I
it's
could make up something
ridiculous.
completely stupid about you and tweet it right now, and you'll get canceled within like an
Oh
hour.
yeah, no, for sure.
Like they
Anyone
don't
will.
check or anything, and it's the funniest thing
Well,
at
they
the same
trust the
time, but it's really
source, but then the
sad.
source is like, "Oh, I trust this other guy often,"
It's
right?
just
It's
so
bad. And it's
boggling.
also, here's another issue with Twitter, and you had this thing recently, and I DM'd you about it, is there's gonna be some guy with a bad take, right? So recently
The
there was
anti-vax that you're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about,
Let
right?
me explain this. So this guy was tweeting how the vaccines are bad and whatnot. I'm not going to talk politics on this. I'm obviously pro-vax and I'm not anti-vax in general. If you're waiting, that's your choice, whatever. But the vaccines are safe. Science proves it. But anyways, this guy was tweeting about how the vaccine doesn't work and there's a tracker and his arm is now magnetic or something or his friend's arm and they tested it. And Karma responded and he's like, bruh, and like at me basically. And I actually DM'd him and I'm like, don't respond to this. And the problem is you, Karma, you have like 7,000 followers. So those 7,000 and probably a bit more are going to see that
Are gonna
reply.
see it and they're gonna be like, "Oh, is this true?" Since he's responding to it.
And not
Yeah.
necessarily is this true, but there's that 1 in 100 that will believe it. Then they'll tweet. Then they've got like 500 followers. Those 500 see it, 1 in 100 will
Yeah.
tweet it as well, like it, reply. Even if you like it, more people, like people that follow you, can sometimes see things you like in your feed. Like I'll often see like liked by
Yeah.
Isadra and it's
Or
some
Oh yeah,
girl
a lot,
or
a lot,
something, you
true.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like, but of course you use that example.
By the way, if you guys want to be blessed, okay, blessed on the Twitter, follow Isadra, okay? I'm gonna link his Twitter down below.
Oh, don't. Oh, God. Yeah. Follow Sidru and click his likes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And you'll have a
I love him,
great-
but it's so funny.
Yeah.
I respect it. I respect it.
Dude, they called him out on a
The
Pro Series
podcast,
stream.
bro.
During
Bro,
the
I
draft.
respect it. Oh no, I saw.
Oh yeah, I remember.
They were like,
that.
"Don't look at his likes bar," and I'm like, "Dang!" And they just did him dirty. It was
It's not.
real.
I respect it. You
not
know
dirty.
what?
It was funny. It was really funny.
I respect what he does, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just Twitter. It's one of the most toxic social medias because it enables hate to build up and create a train and just hit people way easier. One thing with YouTube, which is really good, is it sorts by default top comments. So the ones that get the most likes will be at the top, and those are often not hate. And when it is hate, it's legit, right? You can look at the likes to dislike ratio. It's a lot more clear cut. But with Twitter, there's no dislikes, so
Get ratioed, kid.
you can't really see a like to dislike ratio on Twitter. I think that's probably a good thing. There's no dislikes, but whatever.
dislikes
But they
are
don't actually sort the replies very well. What they do is they sort the replies based off popularity of the followers sometimes and likes a little bit, but then sometimes you'll see these random replies or like a reply could have 0 likes, but then like 100 replies to that. And because it has so many replies but like no likes, it will still appear at the top. I'll often see on like news, they'll report a story and then some guy will reply with a really bad take and then everyone's trying to correct him. But because everyone's trying to correct him, that guy's bad take is at the top of the Twitter feed, if that makes sense. So the platform just enables hate and it enables like a hate train to build up easier and people who don't take the time to check multiple sources could tweet about that hate, and it's just an uncontrollable
I mean, you can
monster.
compare that to
It's just
Nsig
so
as well.
annoying.
You can
And yeah,
compare
you
that.
can really compare that to
Yeah, for
Nsig.
sure.
One person will make a tweet, like Nick, let's say you were to cancel me on the spot. Even though I don't say anything,
Easy.
I bet you they would post it in Nsig general and talk about it before I make a thing. People will make up their mind on opinions and whatnot
Yeah.
because they either trust you or
Well,
they just want to
I'll
cancel
tell
me
you
and
this:
hop on a
I'm a little more
bandwagon.
credible since like I've been in the scene. But
For
like,
sure.
even if some random dude, if some random guy, one follower looking dude, posted the exact same thing I would
They
post,
would still post an
you would
Nsig, and
still
some
hear
people
it.
would believe, which is
Yeah.
freaking awful.
It's
And it's scary.
it's scary and bad. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely.
The
But
good thing though is you can think in your heart that most people are good. Like even though some controversy that's little in the Brawlhalla scene could happen that just people disagree with, end of the day you look at general stats, you look at YouTube like to dislike ratio. That is the most general stat you can get. Like I'll look at my videos. Some guy might not like my video. It still has a 98% like to dislike ratio. So that means most people are obviously liking the video. So like if you really want to like see if you're doing something, like to dislike is like honestly the best feature on YouTube. I freaking love it. Like if you are actually getting canceled, you would have more dislikes than likes on a
they're
video.
pushing to
Straight
get it
up.
removed as
It should
well.
not get removed.
Did you hear about that?
It should not get removed.
There,
Twitter like
no,
to dislike
YouTube is
ratio. There shouldn't be
fixing
dislikes on Twitter. But
YouTube
yeah.
is fixing to get it removed, and they have launched it in multiple countries
Mhm.
and removing it.
I disagree with that.
And people are fighting it. No, you didn't hear about that?
No, I heard a little bit, but I didn't know that they're actually pushing it in some
Yeah, they're pushing
countries.
out in countries and doing like a test.
As
But a
long as
lot
they
of
don't.
YouTubers are like, no, keep the dislike button.
They should have it like off by default, but you should be able to enable it. That's my take.
Imagine some pedo comes back to YouTube, dude, right? And you know
And-
how all the people, like, if some pedo
Yeah.
comes back, those pedos that get canceled and stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, the
Mini lad.
dislike is very important, because if I go to a video and I see a guy has a ton of dislikes ratioed,
Mhm.
right? I know not to watch that guy. I'm like, wait, what did he do? Oh, he's
And
a
then you
pedo.
research.
Maybe
Oh,
I
you look
shouldn't
at
let
them.
my child or something
Yeah.
watch this YouTube channel.
But you'd never know that unless
You would never
Karma as a
know.
child confirmed.
Yeah. Like I'll like judge a video like
You can call a child.
let's say some guy's apologizing, right? You can judge an apology based off the like to dislike ratio. Straight up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes and
Yeah.
no.
That's
Yes. and-
usually. If it gets a ton of views, usually. Obviously if it's a small amount of views, it's gonna be biased towards an audience or whoever shouts it out, like
Yeah.
whatever.
That's
But
what
if it gets wide scale, like David Dobrik, he was trying to get canceled and whatnot, but like he made that apology video and whatnot. It has a lot more likes and dislikes. I'm not gonna talk about why he's trying to get canceled. I'm not gonna actually
I didn't
get
even watch that.
political and whatnot. But yeah, he's doing his thing. He still has fans, and that's how you know it was a decent apology. And the like to dislike ratio showed. But yeah, let's. Mhm.
I just want to say, do you know how every time Cole, I'm like, okay, and this happens way too often because it's you. But I'm like, yo, do you see what's happening on Twitter? There's some drama going on about your about your video, man. And he's like, look at the like to dislike ratio. I was like, why? He's like, no, just look at it. I was like, dude, nobody's disliking it. I'm like, okay, but what about Twitter? And he's like, but the like and dislike ratio is fine. We'll be fine.
No, like obviously, if something's actually wrong, the people on YouTube might not
Yeah.
find out about it, right? So that's
No,
another
for
thing
sure,
to
for
think
sure,
about. But like if someone's just complaining about a video, either how you're doing it or the editing, or even recently I've gotten not a bit of hate, but just feedback mostly. I have ads in the corner of my main channel, and so does Flipside and
Oh,
a
yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of other creators. That's because I've got a good sponsorship opportunity, and it's hard to make money off YouTube. So little things like that, although it
It
might, yeah, it helps so much. It's not like necessarily going to be loved by everyone. Some people will not like it and maybe stop watching me because of it. But like
Imagine
without
not
it-
watching someone because of a little box on their screen.
I
That's
don't,
true.
I don't
Dude.
mind it at all.
Dude, if someone's watching your YouTube video and they're like, I don't want to watch them because of this tiny little box here. Yeah, honestly,
if there
at
are
that point, you
multiple,
just
I
click
agree.
off.
If there's
Like you're a useless viewer.
bro, if there's like a
that's
box
why
in every
it's fine.
corner, that's different, right? Then you're a little down
Yeah,
bad.
that's different. But it's a little
One box, yeah. Well, you're not gonna watch
Bro.
Ninja because he's sponsored by
Yeah.
G Fuel and there's G Fuel in it or whatever.
Like,
Oh, you're not gonna
bro,
watch Tim the Top Man because he's sponsored by Monster. I
If I'm
don't
a
know.
content
who they're
creator and
sponsored.
someone says that, I would literally just say, stop watching. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't want you to watch because if you're
No.
bothered by that, goodbye.
Straight
Like,
up. But
like straight up, like
yeah.
it's
Anyways,
so
we should get to the next topic. But yeah, Nsig politics, it's definitely a very interesting topic. Spoder Brawlhalla, thank you so much for putting this suggestion in the last video. And guys, if you are still listening right now, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But again, comment down below any topics you want us to talk about on a future podcast. And I'll definitely be adding like at least one topic in every video from the viewer suggestions. So comment down below. Now, let's get into the next topic. So the next topic, and this is kind of, it happened during Pro Series, then we saw his Proverse viewers, and now we're seeing some tournament placements in community tournaments. What's the deal with experience? So, a lot of you guys might not know who this is. Experience is, I'm going to say a semi-pro Brawlhalla player right now. I wouldn't call
power
him
rank
pro yet.
61 right now.
Yeah.
Power rank 61.
Outside of top
That's fair.
50. Right? But this guy, I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 12 or 13. It's effing ridiculous.
Pretty young.
Young
Pretty
as hell. One of the youngest NA
Experience
player.
doesn't have much experience.
Yeah, literally. But
Yeah.
his movement is so good at the game. Like
So
he is such a good player, and he's kind of just rising out of nowhere, just slowly placing better, consistently improving. And like, yeah, what's kind of happened recently. So if you guys were watching Pro Series, he was the alternate of Team South. And since he was the alternate, he couldn't actually get into Pro Series like to play any of the days because only alternates can fit when someone's missing. However, someone was missing on the last day, so he managed to play twos. Was he up against Simba Santi? Or... No, they were up against Team West. It was Luna Blazy. And experience, did they win? Or was it like super close? I can't remember.
It was super close. I do remember that, but I don't know
Yeah.
if they won or not.
South ended up winning in general, so I can't remember. I'm guessing they won the crew battle, lost twos, but I don't know. But no, this guy experience, he basically 1v2 Team
Yeah, he
West.
popped off.
Here's the thing:
Like,
is
straight up.
experience has never top aided. I'll
Not
tell you
once.
this.
Yeah.
Not once has experience top aided. Has gotten top 32 like 8 or
Yeah.
9 times.
Not 8 or
Right.
9. Like maybe like 2 or
Yeah,
3.
top 32. Yeah,
8 or
I
9?
think the graphics said from the
Maybe that's ones and twos
Pro
combined.
versus viewers. Yeah, so
Because he's
top
only been
32,
good for
yeah,
like
it
less
says
than a
here,
year.
nine times, right? In place 65th in Winter Champs 1v1s.
Not even
13th
top
in Mammoth
32.
Cup, and that was 13th.
Mammoth
then-
Cup, he get 13th and ones or twos.
And then Summers as well for last year was 49th for 1v1.
was he
right?
13th
So-
and ones or twos for
13th was
Mammoth?
these are all 1v1s, not 2v2s
he
whatsoever.
got 13th at Mammoth?
When?
God.
13th at Mammoth back
Last
back.
year,
That was
like
a while
2020?
ago. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
13th at Mammoth. That's 13th. I mean,
So I guess he was just really
here.
inconsistent.
Made $500 in total in his whole,
Well, that's probably just from
Year?
Pro Series.
you know. But here's the thing: is what I've noticed from experience. Experience spars a lot of pros.
Yeah.
And so that's why he's like improving a lot.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
here's
he's
the
gonna get
thing:
better for
right, if
sure.
you're a semi-pro and you want to become a pro, dude, be friends with pros and just spar them a ton.
Yeah,
You'll get
joining
so
clans
good
like
so
Hypnotic
fast.
and
Yeah, exactly.
Hypnotic's
Hypnotic.
great.
Like,
even tricks, like if you are even a plat player or whatever, getting into a top clan and making friends, being friends with people better than you is how you improve. Straight up. When I
Yep.
was getting good at the
Sure,
game,
100%.
I was friends with this guy named Cappy, and he was a bit better than me. Then I slowly got better, and then it got to the point where I dropped him as a teammate, and I picked up Double Dime as a teammate. He was slightly better than me. We got good together. Then he wanted to team with the Trophius. I teamed with Little Cap for Shine. We had like a little rivalry going on. And then Shine happened, and I placed top 8. This is 2017, by the way. And then I was pro. So, like, being friends with people better than you, figuring out how to beat the people better than you, it's one of the best ways to improve. Just playing people better in general is the best way. If you can't make friends, obviously ranked is your other solution. But yeah, it's really nice when you can join a clan like Hypnotic and just get better without having to actually, It's like getting better without having to actually try to get better, if that makes sense.
Who's a good example of that too? Who's a good example who came out of nowhere, was friends with a lot of pros, and blew up?
Every single
was
pro
that?
that's come out in the last like year or
There's
two.
Like
a few
Hardy,
Java,
specific ones.
Megd,
Stingray,
Stingray,
Magdi,
Hardy,
Yeah.
Wubs, but Wubs,
That whole group literally just grew
And-
off
yeah,
of
but-
each other.
no, but look
Ethan,
at
you
them.
could even
Yeah.
say.
They're
He was a
but they're, like,
PS4
they're all
player.
really good now.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But that's also
They're really good
because Stingray, I think he became friends. I don't know. So Stingray was like always like a semi-pro 24, 2500. And then I guess he just had like something open and click in his brain and he just started winning out of nowhere. And then all his friends started sparring against him, getting better as well. He taught his friends some tech and now they're all pros right now. Experience is now the next up and comer. And Luna as well. Luna is cracked, okay?
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
make
yeah,
that tier
yeah.
list
Up and
later.
comer,
Another-
Luna's
yeah,
good.
he's like
Luna's
another player
cracked.
who's like.
Yeah, but
on the
Luna
come up.
hasn't
Yeah.
placed top 8 in ones before. Twos, yeah, but not once. I think Luna
Yeah,
can
it'll-
top 8 in
It'll
ones.
come soon.
Luna's
it'll
not
come
top
soon.
8.
I don't think Luna's
One.
even top 12
I
or
don't think
top
that's true.
16.
I mean, is that not true? Are you sure?
I can pull up the power rankings right now. I can double check.
What the?
It's definitely not top 8, Luna.
I'm pretty sure Luna has at least top 8 one.
Yeah, no, I'll find.
Ah.
Luna
I mean,
is
Luna
power
does do good
ranked
in AJ
40.
tournaments, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Luna- okay.
Yeah,
in
he
game
made grand
tournaments.
finals. Grand finals last time.
Karma. Luna is
Yeah.
power ranked 48th,
Mhm.
has 0 top 8s, and 1 top 32 in ones.
She-
Okay? Luna can top 8. Straight up, if Luna's playing well, he can top 8. And if we're talking experience as well, yeah, only 1 top 32 placement in
Mhm.
ones.
Yeah.
So these
I feel like
players
they're
are on the
both
come
players.
up. Yeah.
Both players you can top 8 on any given tournament if they're playing their best for sure.
Yeah. I guess like the only thing that holds these players back is literally experience. Like
Experience.
literally. Not
Wait.
the player, but
Literally.
Experience.
a lot
yeah, dude.
I played a twos Moose Wars with experience once. And
Yeah.
like
Tell me about
godly player, like so much raw talent, but like he was eating himself alive and just didn't have the confidence. And he did throw that tournament. It was just a community tournament. I would never be mad about that, but he threw it. And we placed like 9th or something, not great. But like he has so much talent and he is young. It just takes a lot of practice, tournaments and whatnot. Especially lands. When lands happen again, I hope they happen this year, but I doubt it. Like, it's gonna take a little bit for these semi-pros and now pros to figure out how to play their best on LAN as well. It's straight up a different game. Like, you talk to anyone that has been to the LANs in the past, like me, Wrench, Sandstorm, Boomy, we will all say it is a different game when you are sitting next to the person. Noel is another example. The guy at his last LAN event placed 4th, right? 4th at, or 3rd at BCX 19.
Yeah.
Third or
Something like-
fourth.
Yeah.
And what? He's now what? He's like outside the top 32 PR?
He
I
is.
mean,
He's
does-
No,
not-
no,
he
no,
does have
he's
a whole
19th, he's
wife.
19th.
He's got a
Oh,
whole
wait.
wife
Yeah,
and
yeah.
family and all that. I think he's got a family.
Yeah, but when lands open back up again, he will place top 8. He will.
Yeah, oh,
Straight up.
definitely. Yeah.
Not right
Well,
away. Maybe it'll take a couple events. He has the talent, the ability, the knowledge to place top 8.
Yeah. I
Right.
think that's why Noel is definitely have a comeback here soon.
For sure.
What definitely really confused me during the whole Noel thing was after Noel not fell off, but took his kind of hiatus in a sense. He was still on Ghost. Ghost still had him, which is really weird.
I
but
don't know, but
Oh.
yeah, I know he was with
He was with Ghost.
he was with Rival, and then Rival was bought out or something with Ghost. So
No,
then
so
his
yeah,
contract
so
was
Rival
transferred.
merged with Ghost,
Yeah.
right? He was with Space Station. Space Station wanted to be in Brawl. Then they signed, he signed, I guess, Rival, and then
I think there's one or
merged
two
with
teams
Ghost.
in between, but they didn't work out.
Yeah, because Rival was owned by Clerky, I think, which was
I don't know.
a United guy. I guess he sold to Ghost. I don't know entirely, but
I don't know.
yeah, it was really interesting. But he's definitely gonna have his big old comeback here soon. He just hit 10K on Twitter. I just noticed as well, which was
Okay.
really interesting.
Congrats,
So,
Noel.
he's still in the scene. Dude, his pop off at BCX.
Yeah,
You remember that? That was
straight
that was
up. Like, if
sick,
you guys
dude.
want to see some like cool little memories, do you know? Honestly, I should make a YouTube video. Okay, I need to make a video.
This is
Best
Brawlhalla or
Brawlhalla
something,
moments of all time. like
Yeah.
LAN moments, people popping
That
off
would
and
be a
stuff.
banger. That's got
That
Hamo kind of thing.
that's a Hamo kind of thing, but I could totally do it. Like just edit something together.
Honestly,
Oh,
Hamo's
I think I'm doing
probably
that. Oh, I'm writing an idea
Oh,
down
well,
later.
Cole, do you remember we reacted to the best Brawlhalla set ever, which was Boomy versus Sandstorm? I
Yeah.
believe it was Low Tier City 2019 or 18.
No, it was BCX 2018. Boomy
BCX,
versus
sorry.
Sandstorm
I
winners
thought it was
finals.
Low Tier City, but yeah,
No,
that was
Low Tier
such
City was
a good
good, but
set.
yeah,
One
no,
of the best sets for sure.
for sure. But yeah, best moments of all time would be really cool.
That music
But
video, yeah.
yeah, no, with experience in these players, like I'm excited for summer champs. I'm excited to see how these guys place. And if BCX is in person and they're all going in person, I think it's going to be really, really interesting to see who is a Landimal and who kind of flops in
Who
person.
shits the bed, pretty much.
Honestly,
yeah,
there's
I'm
so
really
much
yeah.
behind it. Like, it's not just your gameplay that gets affected by LAN, but it's your overall confidence. Like, despite you thinking you're a better player than someone, like, if someone's more confident, like next to the setup or whatever, it can make you feel like you're worse and then you play worse. Like, little things can affect your gameplay. Brawlhalla pros are trash at the game. They could like just not be focusing at a time. It's so difficult to focus and play your best in a setting where you hear massive lance noises come out of the speakers and you're on stage and you just hear yeah, like straight up. And then you hear the crowd going, bro, the number of times I've been down in a set with one stock left, then I take a stock and then I hear like Global Breakout owner like Jovi when I was with them at the time. He's like, let's go in like 2019. Like straight up, like little things like that, they really get you going, right? And it's really momentum based, and it's a different game, right? Straight up. So I
You
am
gotta
really
get the noise
excited.
canceling headphones, right?
Cool.
Yes,
This
no,
is
they have
where
noise
you-
canceling headphones now.
Oh, they
This
did.
Or
is
they
where
did in
this is where you pull
2019.
out that this is where you
Mhm.
pull out that sports example. A lot of sports players we're talking about this as well. Like, you know how COVID happened and
Yeah,
you know a lot of like the audiences weren't allowed in stadiums and stuff like that. That affected them as well.
yeah, but in a
Like,
different way.
Yeah, in
It
a
was
different way.
weird.
But I'm talking in terms of the momentum. Like
Team
like I just
Liquid,
said, you know, your
CS:GO,
team's
Valorant.
Oh
down
well,
in
the crowd
basketball.
is huge, right? Like when
Exactly.
you're playing
Dude, your team's down in basketball. You make a couple of buckets, you know, the crowd's going crazy. Like
straight
Yeah,
that's
you
up.
it
got little
was.
screens up in the
Yeah,
back of like guys that paid 200
Yeah.
bucks for a ticket to have their screen up. I know exactly.
yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, but sports and gaming, like the more you're in the industry and whatnot, the more you realize that they're the same thing. The only difference is the physical difference. Like you
That's a
could
bit of an overstatement, but there are a lot of similarities. I'll say
no,
that.
literally the only difference. Obviously, the games themselves, like they're more diverse in esports and whatnot, because video games have the opportunity to have way more mechanics than sports, right?
For sure.
You're not just capped by just the human capability. But like fundamentally on lands and everything, other than that physical, like they're both games and the people controlling the games get impacted the same way, other than obviously, like when you're playing sports, you're gonna be tired, so like there's that factor. But like the crowd, momentum, underdogs, games also like go on that scale of luck and skill. Brawlhalla 1v1 is pretty goddamn skill based. The person on top can stay on top pretty easily, but there is a bit of luck that comes into play with most tournaments, especially the bracket you get, right? So it's very interesting, like comparing sports and video games. I think that could be another topic for a podcast. But I guess to transition the
Me and Cole compare
experience
that all the time.
talking, yeah, we do compare and we debate it a bit. But I think like the more you're in Brawlhalla, the more you realize you need to be in the gaming industry and you need to go to a LAN. When you go to a LAN and you compete on setup, you'll really understand. Like I grew up playing hockey my whole life, okay? I've been on skates before I could even talk. I swear to God, and I've got proof. Me on skates when I was 0. Like it's so goddamn similar. It's crazy. But anyways,
Okay.
let's
No
Mhm.
offense. Yeah, let's transit, but just one second.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
offense, but playing like a sport at a high level, that's not something you've experienced. So, man.
No. I'm saying like playing sports and casual video game. Like
Yeah.
high level competition of both requires the same thing mentally in terms of actual gameplay. Understanding the game and stuff like that, how these pros think is identical. The top NBA players and NHL players don't have a higher IQ than the rest. The top Brawlhalla players don't have a higher IQ than anyone. Maybe Sandstorm. But I don't have a high IQ. I play Lance.
Maybe Sandstorm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Obviously,
no,
the best player in the world
Cole is probably the dumbest guy I know.
Yeah, no, straight up.
I'm not
No.
straight up.
Respect, yeah.
No, Sal, you say
no, no,
I'm
no,
the
no,
dumbest
no.
and smartest guy in the room at the same time. You told me that.
Like, it depends from moment to moment, you know what I mean?
I'll take that. And then I average out to be like in the center, you know? I'm normal. But no, if you want to be pro in anything, it doesn't, like, you don't necessarily need to be born with it. It's just how hard you work and how well you work and how efficient. But anyways, let's transition the thought. Let's save this for another podcast episode. I think we can definitely have a huge debate and talk about like sports and Brawlhalla and esports. But about experience in these semi-pros, I want to take the time and craft a summer champs tier list. So whoever's watching, these are the players, and this is a pro's opinion and some viewers and high-level players, who to look out for and who are the underdogs and who could honestly take the whole tournament in general. So what I'm going to do is I've pulled up the power 1v1, like the power rankings. We're going to go player one by one, and we're going to say their tier. So I guess let's go 3 tiers. I guess we'll just have to remember it. There's going to be S tier, A tier, B tier, and C tier. And obviously there could be below that, but like, I'm just going to skip some pros who we like aren't on the tier list, like people we don't think could like top 8 in general. Like, we're not going to get excessive. There's some people who might not even compete who are like ranked 100th. So, you know, why don't we like go down the list and then up? I think the lowest we should go is like PR 50. I think below 50 there are players like made. Well, experience is 61. Okay, we might have to speed through that. Ugh. Okay, let me. I'm gonna start at 100. I'm just gonna scroll up and I'm gonna see some names that I know and just tell you what I think. Okay. Snipe Socks at 81. I would put him like C. Like, he's not gonna take a tournament.
So we're doing anyone outside of 50, right?
I'm just gonna say names that I know that should be on the tier list.
Yeah, we should definitely make exceptions that we think.
Yeah. Snipe Socks, I think C tier. Guy's cracked, but like he's not taking tournaments anytime soon. Could be top 32, probably will be. Anime Fan at 76 PR. I would not be surprised if he's top 24.
Yeah, wait, why is he only 70? I thought he'd be higher, honestly.
No top 30. He's never made top 32 in ones.
In ones or
That's crazy.
twos.
That's crazy. But yeah,
In
no.
ones or twos.
In ones.
Oh, so
We're doing this
only
tier list
basing
just
on
ones. Yeah.
There's
Okay.
no way he hasn't made top 32.
He's never made top 32. Anime Fan.
In
He
ones.
easily can. No, he's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, I think he'll be top 32. I think he's like C tier. C tier. Dog, I think he's also C tier. Same with Anime Fan. Sandwick would be like C tier. Blue Guys, Balloon Boy, Experience, Feeble Star. Or yeah, I'm gonna put them all C tier. You guys disagree? Impala, if he's been legit practicing, I haven't really seen, but if he's legit practicing, I would put him B tier. Impala
I
was
gonna say
cracked
B
last year.
for Impala,
Yeah,
but I don't
B.
think Impala's been. I mean, I don't think Impala's been playing that much, has he? Or
Yeah, I think it depends.
Yeah,
I feel like honestly, right now I might put. Let me see.
Also, S tier are people that can take the tournament. A
Yeah.
tier are people that might not take the tournament but will place high. B tier are people that can place high but are like for sure top 32 lock. And C is like people who might top 32. And
about
Paula,
high?
I think, could place top 32 if he was actually playing well. So like I think B.
what about High and BKZ? Well,
I think they're both C.
both C.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think High can get top 32 yet.
Starlight here with 20K in earnings is actually powering
BCX.
103.
I he's still C tier. Right now on ones. Twos is a different story, in my opinion.
Kobolkin is 114?
Yeah,
What?
he's PR.
tournaments.
Yeah,
Okay,
What?
we got a lot of names to go through. So,
my boy Nathan popping up. What do you mean?
Kaiser, I think C tier. If Double Down competes, I think he's also C tier. Walshy, I think B tier. I think Walshy's been really good.
Walshy
He's
is
been grinding.
trash.
No,
No,
he's good.
I'm not joking. Walshy's not trash.
No,
Everyone
B,
just
B,
says
B,
Walshy is trash as a
I know.
meme or something.
In the Moose Wars, I didn't see the
Walshy's
bracket,
good.
but I think
Walshy's
Walshy beat Stingray in the last
In a
Moose
1v1?
Wars. Yeah.
You're lying.
I'm
Really?
pretty sure. And Stingray lost to either Walshy or someone else. Let me see.
Walshy's cracked. I've seen Walshy play.
He's good.
Walshy.
I've been playing him
Walshy
in
is
ranked
not
too. He's
good?
good.
Question mark?
Yeah, like Stingray either lost to Walshy or Wubs. I don't know who. I would put money on Walshy.
What about Glue and Wind? Are we going down the list, by the way? Where?
I'm just gonna say the names. Don't worry.
Okay.
And then you guys tell me
Do
what
you
you
want to
think.
share a screen though? Like,
No,
each other?
because that's gonna screw up the
Oh,
recording.
okay.
Let me just say names and then you guys say thoughts. Taffy, honestly, B tier. He's really good. He's
I haven't
really
watched
good.
Taffy personally.
Taffy's
I've never watched
good.
Taffy. I've heard of Taffy on
I know,
Twitter, but
I have.
Taffy's like
really.
an
He's
optimized
B
Crocky. Like right now, he's like an optimized Crocky.
Optimized Crocky.
Crocky's great, but Taffy's just like optimized. I swear that it's just a little bit more efficient gameplay.
Optimized.
It's like a computer. It's crazy. I respect it. Radish.
Plays like a bot.
I think
Radish.
C.
B.
No, Radish has to be.
Radish has only made one top 32. If B's a
Ah,
lock
yeah.
for top 32, I don't think so.
I
Zinker,
think it's top 32.
Zinker's B for sure.
Oh yeah, I would.
Whoa, no. Zinker's A.
I would say-
I'm putting
Okay,
Zinker.
Nah,
I-
A is top
I
8.
would-
Zinker's never top 8.
Zinker
You
in
can't.
Pro Series trash.
Yeah, but you just can't put
okay?
someone who's never put top 8 in A, in my opinion.
Okay,
Yeah, but
okay.
I feel
No,
like
no,
if
no,
you're
no,
putting
no.
in B, put him in a high B. High B.
High B.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking A. No, I mean Zinker is cracked.
High
okay?
B. He could move
Was
to A,
Zinker-
but for now B.
Wait, was it? Oh, it was to your team too, actually.
He was going
think it
about
was
even
Zinker-
with Megd, but
Mm,
that's about. He's trashed Megd
Zinker's
game
really
1,
good.
and then Megd beat him, and then
he
that was it.
plowed through Megd, and
It was just
then
one game though. Megd beat him the following
plowed
game.
through whoever was next. I think it was.
Well, that was,
Crocky.
he didn't plow through Crocky. Snowy did.
It
I
was
think he took
Snow.
like a stock off Crocky or something.
Zinker's cracked.
Zinker's good.
Alright.
Don't get me wrong, but you just
High
can't put
B
him
for
A.
sure.
Stimpy, I would put B as well.
Yeah, but I
yeah.
think he has the potential to go.
He did no. A is top 8 people. He hasn't top 8 in NA once.
I honestly think Zinker could top 8.
I think
I'm just saying.
Zinker could.
I-
I just haven't seen
It-
proof. So it's
yeah.
like you can't. You just can't put a guy who has no proof in A.
For now, no.
I think Hazen I'd put C. Simba I would put B. I think he's a
Probably
lock
B.
for top 32.
For ones or twos, just
ones,
ones.
just ones.
High B. High B.
If you guys want to see this for twos, we could do this next week.
B.
So if you guys like this type of idea, make sure you put it down below in the comments and let me know. I like feedback. So Wilson, I think, is B right now. I would not put him A just because
I don't
of
see Wilson
recency.
playing though.
I don't know. I throw is also B in my opinion. If he's playing, he's good. Zexus.
I throw in twos at least. Yeah.
Zexus is 13 top 32s. You have to put him in B.
The fact that he's playing West is crazy enough. So yeah, B.
he's good. Tiffany, I'd say B. Zakoi, I would put a high B. He's good, but
High
there's
B,
no
yeah.
top 8s
I
yet.
haven't heard much from Zakoi.
Blazy, I would put B as well.
High B. Yeah.
Cinco, I would put B as well. Crocky, right now, I think C,
C.
but like flirting between the B and C.
I mean,
Again, this is just opinion. Like,
I'm basing
Yeah.
C off of just Pro Series and what I've seen. in
well, yeah, Pro Series, recent.
but
Again,
that
we
could go back to a B.
And we're not
quick.
trying to rate these players
So-
of all time. Like Crocky is one of the all-time greats in Brawlhalla. If you're gonna actually
Yeah.
do that kind of tier list, maybe we do that in the future. But like this is just pure recency going into summer champs. What we think and expect, especially with the pros' opinion. Isadrew, I would put C right now in ones. Van Thurl, a low B. I think a low B.
I haven't seen Ben Thorough in a minute.
I haven't seen them in ones lately, but like 8 top 32s.
Mhm.
I'd put him
Alright,
low B, high C, similar to Crocky. Remy,
Top
C.
32 B.
I'd put him B.
B, bro. What? Come on, put
Mm,
some respect on his
C.
name. I'd say B.
Remy,
B,
dude,
not C.
Sal, when was the last time Remy topped 8? And B is higher than
know.
C. Why are you saying put some
But-
respect on his name?
I would say.
You
even
said C,
low
I'm
B,
saying
but
B.
I don't know about-
I don't know. Remy hasn't
No,
been.
no, no,
Here's the
I
thing.
think-
Here's the thing. I put Remy in C, but why I put him in C is because I have higher standards for Remy. because Remy's cracked.
He's cracked.
But
I haven't
He's
seen him
not
recently.
cracked right now.
He's been like saying he's
not
like
cracked.
retired or whatever. Like he trolls about that
Like,
kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say is
He's
put him
still
in
PR
C.
20th though. I gotta
He's a
put him
solid
B.
B when he plays his usual.
I think
you
he's
know.
B because he's still PR 20.
Yeah, B.
So-
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that PR got carried by what? All
It's
the other
ones. It's
tournaments.
no.
Yeah.
There's
No,
the
it's one.
20th. No,
It's
20th right now. This is spring champs and winter champs and a bit of BCX.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about right now though.
I would
Right now
still
it's
say
C.
going into
B was
this,
back
a
in
low B.
BCX, back in springs, back in winter. But anyways,
Noel, I would also say low B.
low B.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Pugsy, I would say a solid B.
Solid
I can't see him top 8, but
Solid
B.
B. Yeah.
Wubs, like a high B, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
definitely. Yeah.
For sure.
I'm Llama, solid B.
I haven't seen Llama.
Llama's
I
so
can't- I can't
consistent,
say.
so
I
I
can't
would say
say.
Llama.
Play fast.
Like Llama's PR 16. Little Capped,
B.
high B.
Yeah.
High B. It just depends on the matchup. Capped has some really good matchups and some really bad ones.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Meg
Meg D. A.
A.
Solid
for
A.
Sure. Solid A.
Ethan.
Solid
Very, very high B.
A. No,
probably.
solid
no,
A.
no,
Solid
no,
A.
no.
Solid A. Okay,
Solid A.
Solid A. I
Solid
guess.
A.
Come on, man.
Yeah, solid
I'm
A.
putting respect on this. I said
Hardy,
extremely high B.
solid A.
Again, solid. Like the next 10 people are solid
Yeah.
A's.
I'm
Snowy,
serious in Nsig.
Snowy, we're saying, I'm going to say
High A.
low S.
High A, low A.
He was
You can
playing
do that.
insane at Pro Series.
Who? Hardy
Snowy.
or Snowy?
Snowy.
Snowy.
What did we say for Hardy?
I said it's solid A.
Solid A, solid A.
He
Okay.
can top 8 if he's playing well, but for sure top 30 too.
Okay,
For
Snowy.
sure, hands down.
It's low
Oh
S.
yeah, high
low
A, low
S.
S.
Lil
I would
S.
say high
The
A.
guy was cracked at Pro Series. It's just he's a little inconsistent over the last couple months. That's why he's only PR 11th and not higher. He placed second last tournament, so that's why I'm saying low S. He could take the tournament, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Java.
Uh,
S.
A.
Low
high
S. But S.
A. I would say high
I'd say S for Java.
I would either say the very top of A, or I would say low S, just behind Snowy. That's what I would say. I would put Snowy above
maybe.
Java right now just because Snowy did so good at Pro Series and placed second last tourney at Parsec.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say me.
You understand? Well, what team did Java play on?
He was on West, but like
Yeah.
His team wasn't that good.
Snowy did the most
Yeah.
damage on average. I swear to God, of anyone. The
I
guy's
know,
so
but Java
crazy.
didn't really get
And he wasn't
had
at
Team
Parsec
West.
either, so it's.
You
But he
know.
didn't do well at Springs.
Coslex, I got this one.
I would say
I got a
mid to
solid
high
D.
A.
C.
A solid D.
C.
All right.
I love you guys. I do have a solid D.
I would.
We're done here. Nah, this is not getting clipped.
Sorry, I had to
You gotta
say
cut
that.
that up.
I had to.
You gotta
No,
cut
I'm
that
not.
up.
I'm not. Thank you for
Hey.
the compliments. But nah, I would say high A. Or like mid to high A. Like, depends. If I've got a good route, I can win the tourney, but like, I would not put money on it.
I'd say a solid
Okay,
A.
question.
Solid.
Is
Solid.
there a patch before summers or is
No,
this
no.
gonna be like-
There's,
Okay, so
this is
then-
what it's gonna be.
okay, yeah, then I
Pierre.
Solid A.
again A.
Solid
Yeah.
I would say him and I are pretty similar. Phazon, solid A.
A. I'd say
He's not
Uh,
S.
No, A.
A. In ones, he's A. He's not S. He's
A.
not gonna win. But
okay. Well, never mind. I
like,
thought.
he could if he had a
I'm
really
always
good
thinking
bracket.
twos when
Yeah.
I hear the word phase on. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
A.
Put
Cody,
Oh,
I would
hi-
put an S.
I'm gonna put high A this year.
Yeah.
This year, I'm
Okay,
gonna
I'm thinking about
put
last
really
year,
high
yeah.
A.
Yeah, high.
Yeah.
High A.
His
Like
team
he's
is
like
the
he's
same
like
for
Java. Honestly, I'm gonna put Java back in A. I don't think Java can win the tourney, but I think he's godly. I'd put him high A. With
So are we
Cody.
just forgetting about winners then, or what? Are we just like
Winners was dude. Winners was 7
I
months
mean,
ago, or
I
like
didn't want to
6
say
months
this,
ago.
but didn't Snowy get not even top 32 in winners?
Yeah, but he got second in the last tourney. So if we're
Yeah,
going
yeah,
more
yeah.
recency, who do we think
And
is going
these
to
are
take the
technically-
tourney?
Yeah, these are
Summer
technical
champs.
predictions for summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to what we did in last week, but more of a tier list.
So okay.
Organization.
So
Wrenched, solid A.
solid
I
A.
would say high.
With like me
high.
and Pierre, solid A.
Yeah.
Stingray as well.
Stingray,
No,
High
I would
A.
debate S. No, I would debate.
I would
S.
not put a mess, and the reason why is because I have seen very often Stingray either going 50-50 or losing to his friends like Walshy and Hardy and whatnot. He is phenomenal, but he's got some bad matchups and they're kind of showing themselves. I cannot see him winning a tournament in the next tournament or two. I'm
All I'm
just
saying
saying.
is I disagree. I think he
You're
should
gonna
be
get
an S.
clipped.
I think Stingray is a
But
better
for
player
what?
than me. Okay, listen, Stingray is better than me right now, straight up. I'm not saying I'm gonna win the tournament. I would put Stingray at a
Well, is
high
he
A.
better on Lance though?
I
Is
think
the real
Stingray
question.
is similar to Cody and
I
Java
don't think
right
so.
now. I say high
No,
A. I would not
I
say
would
I
think
would
S.
say
so.
I would
would
not
say
put
Stingray low S.
Stingray in S because I don't think Stingray is gonna win the tournament.
Okay, but what's his whole claim that he's better at Lance? He's the
Yeah,
best.
he's
I don't
not.
think
He's
that's
not.
true. I don't think that's true, but
Yeah,
He's not.
he's a better player, but he's not a better.
No,
Lance.
no. I'm the
So,
best
I mean,
Lance player straight up right now. Okay, I have been for since I was a pro, and I've been the best Lance since like August
Like
2017.
Stingray said, he's best Lance, but why does he not play Lance in tournament then? To show that
Last time he
he's-
played it, he got 3-0'd by Megdi. That's the last time I saw it. And his Lance is good, but it's not that good. He more relies on the Sigs of Orion. He picks any other Lance character, it's a different story. I can play any Lance character I want.
Santee, I'd put an S.
But yeah. No, Stingray alone, without like the Lance debate and whatnot, he is high A, low S,
I would
debatable.
say S.
I would put him same as Java and Cody, and I think that is the top of A tier.
If Stingray can win a tournament, he'd be an S, but
Yeah.
not yet.
I do think Stingray can win a tournament, but
It depends on the
Yeah,
bracket.
I
I
think
think
Stingray
anyone
can
in
win a
A can
tournament
win a
too.
tournament with a
Yeah, no one
good
can win a
bracket.
tournament. I'm just saying not S.
Okay.
Santee, I would put an S.
Yeah.
Santee,
Boomy,
S for sure. S.
Yes.
I'm gonna say bottom of S, below Snowy.
That's
Boomy
because
is
he has a good matchup.
No,
Like,
Boomy's
I
got
have
bad
about the
matchups. Boomy does not beat Wrench Tonight in Sandstorm. Like I can't.
Yeah, but everyone else he can do very.
That's what I'm
like,
trying to say is
Yeah.
low S. I can't see him necessarily winning unless he has a
Look at those
godly
brackets.
bracket. But he can win. That's why he's S. And I
He
would
just
put
has
him
tournament
just a
demons.
little bit below Snowy. He does have tournament
Everyone has
demons.
tournament demons though.
Yeah, but the people at the top, I don't think Santee, I don't think Snowy, and I don't think Sandstorm have real tournament demons right now, other than each other. Maybe some other people very close to the top could take a game or set, but
Yeah, Sandstorm definitely.
Sandstorm is the top of
I'll-
S,
Absolutely.
and then I would put Santee, and then I'd put Snowy, and then Boomy.
Yeah.
And then in
Sandstorm's
A,
okay.
you have like Stingray, Cody, Java, me, Pierre Faison, Hardy, Ethan, Megdi, all around the same, all solid A's, and then Cap, Llama, etc.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Sounds fair. That's good.
I think that's pretty much everyone. At least for ones. If you guys want to see this for twos, then again, let me know down below. But that's our thoughts and tier list of players going into, summer champs. So the last thing we got to bring up on this podcast, Nick, you're not going to like it. I already know it. So if you guys didn't watch the last podcast, we revealed that Mindofkarma was banned from Brawlhalla. And we thought it was temporary. We thought it was going to be brought back. Little update. I don't think you're getting unbanned. I don't
Wait,
know.
say again? You broke up. What'd you say at the end? That
I
last
don't
word?
think you're getting unbanned from Brawlhalla.
Oh, I'm not definitely.
No.
Yeah,
So
I'm not.
you emailed Brawlhalla, and they claimed that you were caught cheating, and
So
are not.
I can
revoking
even
the
send you
ban.
the photo. Actually, I think it'd be better.
I can
if we
put
send
it on the screen if you want right
Yeah.
now.
So
Of the exact email. Just send me a screenshot later.
I think I can actually pull it up here.
I can't see it
You'll
right
just
now.
pull it
No. Just
Yeah,
do it
you'll
in the
just pull
post.
it
Don't
up.
worry.
But pretty much, we'll kind of back up a little bit. When we were recording this first podcast, right? Cole was taking forever to, get the whole podcast thing
Set it
ready
up.
because
Yeah,
he
yeah,
loves
yeah,
to do
yeah.
things last second.
Hey,
I
it's
was like,
all good
"Sal,
now.
let's-"
It's all perfect. That
Yeah,
took 1
so
second.
Sal,
Fair.
let's suck a dick. I was like, Sal, let's play some 1v1. And I go on and it's not connecting. I'm like, what the fuck? Whatever.
Try
Later
again,
on,
you
I
know,
found
spam
out.
it, spam it.
I gave my account to Cole. He tried logging in, found out the account was bricked, and I could go on an alt and it would work fine. But when I used my account, it was locked. So tweet about it. Tweet blew up. Everyone's like, "What the heck?" And then I get messages from other people. They're like, "Yo, I got banned. What's going on?" Okay, sounds definitely like a bandwave
Yeah.
of some sort.
They banned a
right?
bunch of
So-
players at once for sure.
Yeah, I was just looking at everything. I was looking at the tweets, looking at the replies. Nsig was blown up. One player, I think it was like Hale got banned. I got banned. Affleck just recently got banned.
Do we know the
Pretty
cause? Like, does
funny.
he email
Don't know the
support?
cause. I have no info
Okay,
on it
so
whatsoever.
we'll know
I
in the
just found it out
future.
like literally during the podcast, um, but which is really weird. But you know, we were really confused about it. So I went ahead and tweeted. And I'm just like, hey, why is my account? Because at this point, we account was banned, and this same thing has actually happened with another Obey guy, but he got his account unbanned because we actually discovered a game-breaking bug where I could actually ban other people's accounts. And you know what I did? Yeah, I found we not me. I did not find the glitch, but I knew people that found the glitch, and I was kind of there
Is that
when
why
it
you think you
pretty
got
much
banned?
happened. No, that's not why. Because
Okay.
we never released that bug whatsoever.
Did you tell BMG?
We recorded a video
Yeah,
and
did you
actually
tell
sent
BMG?
it. We sent it to BMG and they got
Nice.
it fixed and they got his account reinstated, right?
Nice.
Mhm.
So when this ban happened, I was like, okay, it's definitely a glitch. Let's hit up the same contact, but instead they're just like, hit up the Brawlhalla support email. I'm like, okay, well, thanks a lot, right?
Yeah.
So
No.
go to the email, send an email, hey, my account's locked, and I'm getting a lot of DMs from people saying their accounts are locked. What's the issue? Is this like, what's the dealio? Get an automated response back, like super not audit, like it was like cut and dry. Blah 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 blah. This is why your account has been banned. Yada yada yada, and it came up with like scripting and such, and I was like, what? What the fuck?
What did it say? What did it say? What was the reason?
I can pull it up. I mean, Cole said I'll
Yeah,
just
it's
send him
gonna
a
pull it up
picture.
on the email.
But it was
Basically,
saying
it
stuff about
said.
scripting and macroing and such, right?
Well, no,
So
it just said like you broke this thing of the ULA. The ULA
yeah, it
states
said that.
you can
Yeah.
like not cheat, use scripts or macros. It's a little vague, but in
Yeah.
general, it's like anything that gives you a competitive advantage in online mode you cannot use.
First thing that came to my head was like, special K.
Yeah.
What?
But there's no way
And
you should be
so-
banned by that.
But here's the issue with
Like
that,
everybody stopped
right?
using it.
Is with
Yeah.
special K is, you know, when the whole special thing K went down, right? Oda made a tweet saying it is not legal for tournaments, right?
Yeah.
Also, but never said anything about using it outside of tournaments.
Yeah.
for-
So modding in
But
general.
hold on.
Okay, you're
Listen,
gonna keep going? Okay.
but there's a more to it. Is if you go to the EULA, whatever you call
ULA. Yeah.
it, injection-based programs are against EULA.
Here's
So-
another thing against the ULA. Any modding whatsoever is obviously going to be against it, but they allow mods. If you have a skin
allow.
mod or whatever, they allow it in online because it's more cosmetics and whatnot. But Special K, it kind of fits that boat. It's not malicious. I haven't heard of any players being banned because of Special K. And if
Well,
they
the people
were,
I talked to that were banned in this wave, here's the thing: is
were they all
supposedly
using
this
Special K?
wave, from what they've told me, I don't know if it's true. They said Special K. I've had 3 people come to me and say it's Special K. So
I doubt it. If
I
it
don't
gets
know.
proven, if
I-
you guys actually use Special K and got banned because
here's
of
the
it,
issue.
it's not
Here's
malicious.
the issue. There was this one guy, okay, I tried recording it. Well, I did record it, and my screen, like, Shadowplay is this weird glitch where Shadowplay will record, but a like black screen when it's done rendering out as an
Mhm.
MP4. So there's this guy DM me. He was like, "Hey, I got randomly banned." Like, oh, okay. Well, let's see what's going on. Did you use Special K? And he's like, "Yeah, man, that's what I used." And you know, my account got banned, and I was like, "Okay, give me a call." He calls me on Discord. I'm like, "Hey, share your screen." You know where exactly this is going.
He had Dexbot
He
or
shares his
something?
screen, and he's on his screen, right? And I'm like, go to your download history on Chrome. Actually, not download, Chris, like your history in general, right? I had him type in Dexbot. I had him type Special K. Not once has this guy even typed Special K into his computer, all right? And then I go
We can
and
always
find out
clear
that
his
he
server
actually
and
has
whatnot.
another cheat provider on his computer, and yeah, he was lying to me, and so I hung up the call, and I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, real
Yeah.
funny kid. You're trying to get out of a thing. So definitely some sketchy, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
the people here's the big dilemma is like if Brawlhalla like actually bans someone and like won't revert it, like they directed you to the support, they have some evidence or reason to believe to keep you and others banned.
That's
Uh,
what I'm thinking is
I
because
think
of Special
someone
K.
I don't know. We have no information, obviously, but Special K isn't malicious. I'm sure other people have used it as well. I don't use it myself. I stopped using it once it wasn't allowed in tournaments because there's no reason for me to use it. I do know of people who use it casually, but it shouldn't be treated as like any different than like skin modding or map modding or anything like that. It's not enough of a
Well, it's a
competitive
competitive
advantage.
advantage. It's still a
No,
competitive advantage.
it's as much as a competitive advantage as 360 hertz or whatever.
No, I use 360 hertz with Special K, and I notice a
With
difference.
the right settings and whatnot, you
Look,
can talk to Daiku. That's what I've never had
Yeah.
360 hertz, but it could depend on the monitor
It is
too.
injection based, and it is detectable. But
Yeah, we do not
the weird
recommend you
thing with
guys to
me,
use
though,
Special K.
the weird thing with me
Please
though
don't.
is I've openly vouched for Special K,
Hmm.
and I don't know if that's the reason they don't me.
No, yeah,
yeah.
but no, with the ban wave and whatnot, we have no idea why you're banned. It's basically at this point
Dude.
like Brawlhalla is some evidence, so we've got no
I've
idea.
literally.
It's just
Here's
weird.
the thing though, is they won't even talk about it.
Yeah,
I messaged support 4 times. You please tell me what's going on. Like, and it's just this automated message, and I'm like, well, can you show me proof? Can I? You wanna look at my PC and fucking NCIS that shit? You can. Like, but I don't understand. Like,
yeah.
it was so stupid, and I'm really feeling like this is some fucking doctor disrespect shit.
Yeah, I've got
But
no idea. Straight up, like unless you accidentally use something, I think the best.
the only thing I have used is Special K, and I openly said that I use Special K. I do not think it's a malicious program
Yeah,
whatsoever.
I've got
Special
no
K
idea.
is a good program, and everyone should use it.
No,
But
everyone should not use it.
at this point, I don't think anyone should use it. But
Yeah, like if we're
use it
going
for
more
other
into
things.
detail, of course, Special K all it does is remove some input lag. It doesn't
Yeah.
change the game in any way, shape, or
But what?
form to a way that's a malicious, unfair advantage. But besides all that, with like the ban wave and everything, you've tried everything with the support. Brawlhalla hasn't
Yeah.
opened up about this ban wave at all yet.
I don't think they ever will. From what I'm hearing, no,
I've got no idea. I'm sure the truth will eventually get out in terms of even if they have proof on you or what exactly caused the ban and
I
where does
challenge
the
it.
ban.
I've emailed them. I read a whole email. I'm just like if you have something, I challenge. Like, where is it? Please,
Yeah.
like, what's going on? I save all of my replays, dude. My elo for this season
you
is
sure?
1900.
I know.
It's 1900, bro.
Are you
I am
sure?
worse
Are you sure
than
someone
I
didn't get
was
access to your
before.
account?
No, I don't. I have 2FA. I have 2FA. No one has access my account.
Yeah,
I have
that's so
2FA.
weird.
2FA. You have the
Were you
whole.
signed into anyone's account, like other person's account that would,
No.
like
No.
someone testing or something of your
No.
account?
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Whatsoever. Nope.
Well,
It's
has
weird.
like a ban wave like this happened before?
Oh yeah, but the last
No.
time it happened was
Has
it
it?
was
No, I
a
don't think
yeah
so.
yeah yeah, it has. The last time it
Really?
happened, it was like mid 2020 or early 2020. Daiku made a document of like a ton of EU players and some NA players who were just being sexist, transphobic, whatnot, and they were all banned for life. I'm not going to
Okay,
name
okay.
names and whatnot, but it was a huge
Whoa.
wave.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. But two questions.
Here's the thing, though.
Is
Is
Here,
for
let's Sal finish.
one basically did they? First of all, did they ban people that weren't supposed to be banned?
Not
Like
for
accidental
this.
bans or anything like that?
Not for
Okay.
the transphobic stuff and whatnot.
a
For
whole
cheating
different-
bans, I've got no idea. Most of them are probably fine, but this one with Karma is really weird.
So that's the thing. They if they've done that before, and you said that like someone's from somewhere exposed, like okay, we ban all these people because of this reason.
Hmm.
I feel like they should either like put out a general statement saying we did this ban wave because this all of this stuff, or they should like address karma. I
Well,
really
they're
think they should do
constantly
that.
banning people behind the scenes. It's not just
Yeah, yeah.
waves. I'm sure that they ban so many
They don't
people
ban
who. No,
They
I
really
not
sure,
big
for sure.
players. I'm sure they ban people behind the scenes without saying anyone, and it's not even just in waves. I'm sure they do it silently if they're being transphobic or if they're actually cheating with the bot and whatnot. It's
For
just
sure.
this wave was larger than others, and it affected
Exactly.
people at the top of the community. And like some of the people it affected were good bans, right? What you were talking, this guy was lying to you, but from
Yeah.
what I've seen, I need to talk to Affleck and what happened. Doesn't he play mobile?
What?
Doesn't he? I thought Affleck only plays
No,
mobile. Am I stupid?
You're so
Was
not
he
where is this
trolling
coming
me?
from?
He doesn't play mobile. If he
Okay,
told you, if
he
you
told me
believe
that.
him, that is your fault.
That is my
You're
fault.
so
I know he
gullible.
makes
Oh my
videos, but like I
God.
thought there was like other. I'm gullible as hell.
Yeah, Affleck's banned. I don't know why. Just heard about it
Damn.
today. Affleck's banned.
Maybe he tried the bot and offline. I don't know.
How
Like
the fuck you bought on PS4, bro?
I don't
He's a
know.
PS4 player.
I've got no idea. It's
Bro,
so
they
weird.
open at that
I don't
point.
think Brawlhalla needs to make a public statement. It's only a couple people. And Nick, no offense, you're not a pro, so it's not like there's like somebody that everyone knows about that's immediately gone. It's a bit different. But like it's
No.
still
Are you?
like
This
you're
is
relevant
genuinely
enough and
a
it's
Special K thing, and I know for a fact it's a Special K thing.
if
It's
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 I
pretty clear. It's literally injection-based software is against Ubisoft EULA.
yeah, but
And
like Brawlhalla doesn't have an anti-cheat right now. So
correct. Yes.
I don't know why exactly they banned you instead of
Wait,
giving a
no, they
warning.
probably have an
They don't
anti-cheat.
have an anti-cheat right now.
They don't. They don't.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
They have a
I'm
form of
pretty sure they don't.
detection that
They have an
checks
anti-cheat. That's why
some.
Hamo got
No,
banned
let me
because
let me let me
their
rephrase.
anti-cheat
No,
was
no,
like,
Nick.
well, what's going on? And they kick him out.
Let me rephrase. Brawlhalla has a detection tool that checks for the most important files to
Checks
make
your memory.
let me keep talking. It checks your most important files to make sure that the game can run properly, and if they're screwed up in any way and you try playing online, you will get banned. That's why Alters got banned that one time for I think it's Alters or someone. There's someone in EU that made Core Hala. I can't remember his name. I think it's Alfie. Alfie was adjusting like the speed of signatures and whatnot and like legit stats and was playing around with it and he got banned for it and then he got unbanned. That's probably what happened to Hamo. He probably made a mistake and that system accidentally caught him and then he got unbanned, right? But like Brawlhalla itself doesn't have a proper anti-cheat. It doesn't check for any overlays and stuff like that. As far as I know.
But if that's so if we look at that, so what we're thinking is what happened with Karma is someone actually went out of their way to ban it
For sure.
instead of like someone just like instead of like
I'm convinced at
the
least.
yeah same like
Unless you
instead of
accidentally had some deck spot or something running in the background and it disguised itself. Or
have
someone
you
has
ever
access to your account and got you banned as well.
Wait, what was the first thing? What?
like accidentally have the how can
How
Karma
the
just
fuck do
accidentally
you
have a deck spot open?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Fuck.
Like,
No,
dude,
sometimes you don't
what
have
if,
a
no,
deck spot open.
listen, no. Listen.
Yo,
What if
yo,
somebody
I
told you to download,
accidentally
dude, what if
hold up,
someone,
man.
no, listen. What if someone told you to install some program and they put in some like deck spot or something that like doesn't actually like control
Dex-
anything, but just, dude, I'm trying to think that someone targeted you or something and someone like, there's some program on your computer that Brawlhalla didn't like and some guy told you to download or something. I don't know.
Karma doesn't
I'm
just
just
download
saying,
stuff that some guy asked him
nah,
to.
listen,
What?
Yeah,
all I'm
no.
saying is for you to be banned for life doesn't make
Back up,
sense.
back up. It's not banned for life.
You got clarification?
No, it's an account ban. It's
Yeah,
not
but are
a
you banned from tournaments?
ban. Huh?
Are you banned from tournaments too?
I don't know.
You probably are if it's an account ban.
No, it's an account ban. It's not like a friggin' I can,
It makes
I'm
sense.
pretty sure I can play summer. I'm pretty sure I can.
I
Well,
don't
we'll
know.
find out soon.
Yeah, we will find out
pretty
soon.
We will find
I
out.
mean, we'll find out here soon. So
Yeah, this
I mean,
whole
I've heard of
situation
multiple
is
people
so
getting
weird.
banned and they're still in the community. Like
Yeah, I don't know, but the people who got banned who are in the community don't enter tournaments, and when they do, they get removed. Serenade, Doe, all those guys get
Okay,
removed
but
from
Serenade
tournament.
got banned. Okay, no, no, no.
But it's also different. He got banned for being like transphobic and harassing people, so it's
Serenade,
different.
dude, I wouldn't even feel safe if you pulled up to a BCX, bro. Like that's
Yeah, it's
Serenade
different.
for
It's
you.
different.
Like
And
it's more
every
like
tournament's gonna have security. Like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
2021.
For sure, for sure.
So yeah, I don't know. Just the whole situation is super weird. We're all in the dark. It doesn't make sense why Nick was banned, but that account is probably gone. I think eventually, give it like 10, 20 years or something like that, someone's gonna say something and like we're gonna have some information.
You said
What?
10, 20 years?
Yeah,
Bro,
straight
I hope
up.
Brawlhalla doesn't exist in 20 years. Holy
Why
shit.
do you hope it doesn't?
I don't know.
I
There's
hope it
bigger.
does.
Bro, honestly, I would not be surprised if it will. I think Brawlhalla will exist in 20 years for sure.
I think it will exist. I don't know if people will be playing it. It just depends on how much I put into it. The good thing with Brawlhalla and like a ton of free to play games, I'm in game programming by the way, so it's pretty easy for me to like, judge games and
Understand
like
the
understand
background
why
of
games
games,
do
yeah.
well and whatnot. But with Brawlhalla's formula, right, in terms of revenue, they make more money when they update the game more and add things that people want to buy. So they've got no incentive to make a new game. They've got a
Yeah.
ton of incentive to already take this massive player base and make more money from them. So I don't think Brawlhalla is going to go anywhere. I think it could dip in popularity here and there, whatnot, but like I think it's still going to be a thing 10 years from now. Maybe not as big as today. Maybe 10 times bigger. Depends on their
Yeah, for
approach.
sure.
But yeah, no,
Brawlhalla can adapt, for
straight
sure.
up. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the end of this. When it comes to Karma being banned, we got no idea when an update happens or if an update happens. You'll definitely find out on this podcast. I cannot
Podcast.
talk. Podcast. But guys, thank you so much for listening, joining, watching on YouTube. Maybe if you're watching in the future, watching somewhere else, maybe Spotify. I kind of want to do that once this channel
Apple
gets
Music would be
going.
first.
Apple Music too.
Yeah, that would be
Wait,
first, and then Spotify.
either or. Well, Spotify's good because like you're on every platform.
Spotify's easier, I
Well,
think.
it's harder to get
than
on other
Apple Music.
things, though. But yeah,
Spotify's so
Yeah.
easy. What do you mean?
Yeah, no.
Spotify's
Spotify's way
so
easier than
easy.
Apple
I
Music.
thought
Yeah.
Apple
I
was
think
easier
Apple
than
Music's
Spotify.
hard.
I
Apple
think it's
Music's
harder.
Maybe I flipped it. But
Yeah, whatever. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. Again, if there's any updates, we'll let you know. Comment down below any topics you want us to talk about in the future. And next week, Sal is going to be gone, so we are definitely going to be getting a guest. So if you want like any suggestions, if you want to give me suggestions on guests to invite, put them in the comments down below. If you want to give suggestions on who's going to be on the next podcast, put them down in the comments below. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys all next Wednesday. Love you all. Peace. Check out Karma and Sal. Links are down below. Peace.